How's it going, everyone? This is Mike. I wanted to go over the subject and the topic, how to sell or how to make money or how to sell Go High Level. And so, why don't I share my screen so that way we can dive in? So, if we actually look into all the different features, I'm only going to cover a couple just because there are hundreds of different things that you can actually sell with Go High Level. These are probably the most basic for any person that's getting started with Go High Level. First things first is the missed call text back. I always like to share this demo. I've made an actual website here so that way somebody can actually demo their SMS text back where somebody makes a phone call um, to a designated line, and if there's a missed call, we can actually have a missed call text back to them. So when I'm actually demoing this to somebody, you can actually incorporate buttons and all the kind of stuff. I even have a designated text message stream that can go to them when they actually have a missed call. And that way I can demo it right there in front of them, which is kind of nice. And then on top of that, you can even show them how much money that they would possibly be missing out on, right? So if the average client is roughly around maybe $1,000, maybe that's an example. And then let's say how many calls that they actually miss throughout the month. Let's say they miss 10 phone calls per month. And it happens a lot too, because I work in the contractor niche, and there's plenty of times where I'm just building new partnerships and nobody answers the phone. And how much money could they be leaving on the table just because they do not answer the phone? So if they have a missed call text back, it immediately puts them in the position to engage that customer so that way that customer doesn't go to somebody else. So a missed call right here, let's say 10 calls, and then average closing rate. So let's say they have a 30% closing rate, right? So you can actually have this calculator run a quick analysis here, which is, if they're going to pay, let's say $147 per month for just this one basic feature of a missed call text back, well, this is the potential revenue that they're leaving on the table when they don't have access to our tool that they can actually be leaving a lot of money on the table. And $1,000 per client, it probably could be a lot higher, but I can share this with them to let them know how big a deal this is, and $147 a month is really a humongous thing that's going to save their business and keep them making money. So, one thing I've also been taught is that it's almost a better idea to sell different features of Go High Level. So that way you're not trying to sell the whole thing all at once. You can sell one portion of it and then maybe add the other portions for free. Or in other words, you can start off. One thing I've heard before is you can start off with a base plan of $97 per month, and then each feature after that is maybe an additional $50 that you can tack on, so that way that you can continue to upsell somebody. Another feature too is website hosting. So if you actually go to your Go High Level here, and we were to go to sites. Yeah, it shows it right here too, which is our WordPress. So you can actually go in here and you can host somebody's WordPress right in here. And this particular dollar amount can be changed. I think the base amount that Go High Level is going to be charging you as the agency owner is $10. And so if you want to upsell that to be $20 per month, then you get a little $10 profit right there. And that way you can host their WordPress website from within Go High Level. Very awesome tool. I know one of my clients, they just came on for a basic CRM game plan, and they were asking, what else do you guys have? How can we actually centralize a lot of our business, whether that's WordPress or whether that's even their phone systems? And it's pretty cool to see how one little thing is causing them to bring over a lot more other services from other areas. They're actually canceling a lot of other services that they have lingering around, and we're helping them save money too. So, and I'm most likely going to turn them into either like an SEO client or some kind of marketing client as well, outside of just the software. So, pretty awesome. So you can actually do WordPress hosting, and that's where you'd be directly charged from Go High Level about $10 per month, and you can tack on your additional upsell. And if you wanted to, you can even build out websites for a client. So one thing I also like to do as well, which is you can actually go to, let's go to our agency level here. And let's say you go to prospecting. You can actually go here and you can type into the search bar, let's say concrete contractor near me. And then you can look for a little breakdown of all these clients or contractors that are in your local space, and you can see, okay, how's their ratings right now? Where's their GMB status? Do they have a WordPress? So that way you can go through and you can have a conversation with each one of these people on what to make changes with. And maybe you just want to give them an added availability just to have a website, because most of these GMBs, it's crazy where most of them do not have a website. And you can actually explain to them that, hey, you already have a bunch of reviews here. If you just add a website that's just basically set up for one keyword and you continue to add reviews, you may not have a phenomenal SEO, you're not going to have a very large expansion of your SEO, but you're still going to get better phone calls than what you're receiving now. So that's a phenomenal way to actually just tack on maybe a basic one-page website. And I've done that before too, where you can actually just add a basic website to somebody and just charge maybe 97 bucks a month for giving them access to a website, and it's just pure profit, right? And then as they start to, build trust with you, build a relationship with you, then you can actually tack on other services to add value to them. So this is an example of a basic web page, and it's pretty much a one-page website that is just built so that way they can actually have something available to put on their GMB right out the gates. Most of this is built out with custom values, so that way it's a just easy setup for somebody. So pretty nice, pretty basic, definitely love it. On top of that, if we were to go over here, create a website and rent it out, that's what I just talked about. Social planner, if you actually go over here to your social planner and you can actually look here, you could give somebody access to all of these different social features here, and so that way they can actually post to all of their different social profiles all at once, schedule out their posting. Maybe you're selling to somebody who is a social media marketer. Phenomenal tool. Maybe you're going to do social media marketing for somebody. Well, you can actually charge out that service, whatever, couple $100 per month that you're going to add that service for somebody. Or if you want to actually train your client to actually utilize this for themselves, maybe you can just charge $100, 150 bucks a month, maybe even more. If you actually look at majority of the actual social planners that are out there on the market, I think a good portion of them are even upwards to about 400 bucks a month. So you can even save people money here. So phenomenal tool. Another thing too is reputation management. So if you actually go over here to the reputation management side of things, you can actually sell this portion as well for 97 bucks a month, 100 bucks a month, and you can even go through somebody's particular sub account and you can check off most of these items, so that way, let's say if you only wanted to sell one component of it, that's all that they would see. So, whether you want to turn off the marketing, turn off the websites, turn off the automation, so that way none of this is visible and the only thing that you want to show is the reputation management, you can have them do that. And that way, once they get done with a particular service that they've done for a customer, they can send out a review request, keep all of their reviews all in one spot, and have automation attached to that too. So pretty amazing. Another thing is the AI employee. So I believe to have unlimited access to the AI employee would be about $97 a month to the agency owner. So you can easily upsell that to a customer for maybe about 500, $700 per month. So that way you can actually tack on a pretty decent profit margin. And imagine if you have the voice AI, where voice AI agents. So that way, when somebody actually phones in, you can actually have a very natural, organic conversation. The software will have a natural, organic conversation, and then lead to booking somebody into your booking calendar. So that way, no lead is left untouched. Same thing with conversational AI as well. So if somebody goes over here to a website and you actually have a chat widget just like this, well, you can actually attach your conversational AI to this component or any form of text messaging that's going on as well. And you can actually attach that conversational AI. And same thing, you can lead somebody to booking an appointment, or let's say even if somebody missed a phone call, and right away you can attach that conversational AI to that missed phone call to then book an appointment in the calendar. So that's another phenomenal tool. Lead capturing and nurturing. So that's probably an example of, putting out a form that can be on the actual website. That way somebody can fill out information. This chat widget here, same thing. If you actually have a particular client that is using a WordPress website, all these components, whether it's a web chat like this, whether it's a form, obviously this is not a form, but I'm not sure if I have a form on this particular website, but actually, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. This form here, we can add this form to somebody's WordPress website and capture all of their data and information. So that way, right away, this right here spits spits right into our lead magnet, and we can have built-in automation going to communicating with these particular leads. That way, right away, those leads are getting booked into the calendar and being taken care of because I think most people they want constant communication. So that's the whole purpose of this tool. So that's that. And then last but not least, email marketing and newsletters. So this over here, going to the marketing tab, you can actually do email marketing and build out a full-on email campaign where you can custom build a an email for somebody. So that way, let's say if you want to, and this might be blank. Yeah, here it is. You can actually build out custom newsletters and emails with somebody's logo and completely build this out properly. So that way, once somebody enters into the database, you can have scheduled emails go out to somebody 2 months later, 5 months later, 6 months later. And so that way you're constantly getting your brand in front of your clients. And so you can sell that to a customer as well. I know that I have a local business owner that I'm speaking to where I'm going to be discussing, having them have, let's say, like an iPad. It's going to be a restaurant, an iPad in front of the register right when they order. We can make a basic little landing page for them, almost as if this was a landing page, and have their information completely filled out. And so that way, as soon as that information is filled out, maybe the owner of the restaurant can say, "Hey, if you put your information into this, I will give you 10% off your meal today," right? Well, now that you've collected their information, you can have an automated text message go to them maybe about 45 minutes later to ask, how was their experience with the restaurant? And then that way you can send them a Google review link. So that way you can actually grow that reputation and you have access to them in the database. So that way you can now hit them up with emails for specials and everything going on throughout the year. So wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully that is helpful. And there's probably so much more that can be done, so many more things that can be sold. But just to summarize everything, it might be the best route to segment out and to sell different components of your Go High Level. And one thing you can do is you can start off at $97 per month. If you add on other features, maybe $50 extra. If something is a cost to you as the agency owner, maybe you have to just up the price that much more. But maybe if you say, I can add on things, $50 extra, or you can just pay the total amount of, let's say, $400 per month or whatever price is your price, right? So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. And yeah, maybe we'll see you in the next video. And like I said before in the past, I am an affiliate of Gohighlevel. So if you guys actually purchase your Gohighlevel or upgrade your Gohighlevel with my affiliate link, which is actually in the YouTube, um, I definitely would be getting a benefit, of course, but I'm going to be sending you guys a $500 snapshot that's going to have a lot of this stuff already built out for you, websites, automations, all that stuff. And then I'm going to give you access to our community portal. So that way you can ask me questions and we can, tag team and discuss how to go about getting your customers as well to help you start making money. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. All right. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next video.